Fergus Andrew is a 12-year-old who loves the excitement of being around motorbikes. Fergus is also severely disabled because of a virus his mum Ali caught while pregnant with him.
Every child is affected totally differently. So there's no, like, he's got this and you can expect this in the future. So right from the start we never knew. In the first year we were really hopeful that maybe he would be all right, but he just didn't progress.
Looking after Fergus is a full-time job for his family and his caregiver, and it's especially difficult when it comes to transport.
Fergus, especially this year, he's really grown. So we've really noticed carrying him a lot harder, and getting in and out of different vehicles is really hard. So the biggest difficulty is they say that you shouldn't ever turn and twist when you're carrying. And also with the vehicle that we've got at the moment, we can't actually take our family out with a caregiver. We haven't got enough seats. Also, he's losing his independence.
When a group of Christian bikers heard about the family's situation, they decided to hold a fundraising drive to help them out. The charity bike ride was organised by Anthony Wright. He's general manager here at the Drury Tyre Centre south of Auckland. He's also the events coordinator for the Redeemed Motorcycle Ministry.
The ride was all about just getting out there and mixing and mingle with unsaved people, and the Redeemed were all part of that. And of course, if we can bless a child while we're at it. The father came down to get some tyres for his car, and I says, hey, we're going to have a ride soon and we want to bless a child, preferably a disabled child. And he says, I know how that feels. He says, I have a disabled child. That's how I got to know the Andrew family.
Amos Ali is president of the Redeemed.
The involvement was doing all the behind stage work, setting up all the where the ride was going to be and setting up the stage and all the groundwork that nobody knows about, and also the main focus was about the child.
After a prayerful start, more than 200 bikers took to the road. They covered around 200 kilometres before heading back to a sports complex in South Auckland.
Ewan was our draw card. He was like the burley, when we get the fish biting.
I do a lot of charity work, and I think this is like one of my 14th charity gig so far this year, but this one I think has meant more to me than anything.
And we had Lee Stevens on the motorbike doing stunts. And he's not a Christian guy, but he did stunts at Karaka at the sports complex there. But of course, Andrew Stroud was the main one, and Andrew Stroud did a brilliant job.
Yeah, through the racing, I suppose the racing profile of me given a bit of a stage with people. Some people take notice and look to what you have to say. So if I can use that, especially for God and how He wants me to use it, it was a great day, and it was good to be part of it.
Not content to be a spectator at his own fundraiser, Fergus got in on the action. Mum Ali said he couldn't go fast enough.
He really liked the motorbikes. I said to Anthony, it was the best thing ever. And a guy gave him a ride on a three-wheeler at the end. And it was really funny because someone said, oh, Ferg had his hands in the air. So I said, yeah, that was his sign language for go faster, go faster.
Despite the bad weather, there was a huge show of community support for the event, which really impressed the organisers.
Riding in the pouring rain, absolutely soaked, saying, God, why is it raining? I asked for fine weather, but yet it's pouring down, and why are 252 motorcyclists doing this with us, getting totally soaked? And the reason why they were doing it, even though the majority of the people were non-Christians, there's something good about blessing someone and helping someone.
The rain also picks out the men from the boys, and also I looked at it, that Jesus, when He died for us, He went through worse pain than just that rain.
Ali Andrew was overwhelmed by the riders' commitment.
It's just blown me away, really. It's restored my faith in humanity because, for over 12 years we've just really struggled on alone, and we've had amazing people come into our lives and help us, but nothing on the scale at all. But I've always been the helper. I've never been the person in the centre, and it has really just totally humbled me. It's really meant a lot to us as a unit, because we are a unit.
The total funds raised from the bike ride, as well as t-shirt sales and donations, came to just over $10,500, which was not quite enough for the van they had hoped to buy for Ali and her family. But then the unexpected happened. The very same type of vehicle they were hoping to buy became available at the Key West car yard in West Auckland at almost the right price. Key West owner Glenn Reid generously agreed to underwrite the costs of the legal and road safety requirements. He also went the extra mile to ensure that the vehicle was in tip-top condition.
Button for down. See, it comes out, goes down quite low. Stops. Push the seat back in, locks into place. And the buttons can no longer work once they're there.
With the new seat, he will be able to get out and either transfer to his wheelchair or get straight to his sticks and walk, which for us, every bit of independence he retains is what's really important to us. We'll be able to go out as a family and with a caregiver for Fergus, and so it'll actually give us access to a lot more things. We'll give Fergus to access to do things with us.
Once Fergus was in his new seat, it was time for the official handover. All the hard work that had gone into the Redeemed fundraiser was finally realized as Glenn Reid and Amos Ali handed the keys over to a very grateful Ali Andrew.
Well done, Fergus.
And I'll be thinking of every single person that gave. Like I said, it's beyond words how we feel, but it's actually just made us feel really, really special. We feel blessed. Yeah.